Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream. It's me, Wordy Girl, and we are here again. Welcome. I see Dream Cartographer is already here. Hello, how are you today? Yesterday for many was Christmas, and yeah, there's a lot going on. And let's see. Let me see if I can start the music. Please remember to tell me if the music is too loud or too low. Hopefully that's not too loud or too low. It looks like it's a little bit loud on my side, but I don't know. Let me adjust a little bit. Maybe that's better. I don't know. If the first thing was better, let me know. But yeah, welcome. And yeah, yesterday was Christmas. It was quite busy for a lot of people. If you guys know, I did not, unfortunately. I was not able to get together the Intern for Christmas full episode yet. I made a lot of progress on it, but it was, you know, time for family and celebrations. So we did some stuff and opened presents and stuff like that, and that was awesome. So cool. But I do still plan on working on it. Hopefully I can actually get it done today, because today I don't have to work. So I am thankful for that. And that will be a great time for me to try to, you know, get some stuff together. And hopefully by this evening in my time zone, we will have the full episode available. And then tomorrow on stream, I can play it. We can, you know, pop popcorn or something and just listen to it. I know that tomorrow I'm supposed to be streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But if I'm able to get the thing together, I might do a special morning stream as well. Because I know a lot of people are in different time zones. And sometimes, you know, the time zones don't align. So I would love to be able to show it in the morning and in the evening. I was hoping that I could like do it today and then tomorrow show it in the evening. But unfortunately, it's not ready yet. But I do have confidence that I should be able to work on it today and probably complete it. I'm not going to promise anything because I don't like to promise anything. But I should hopefully have it ready by tonight. Hopefully. Perfectly. Yeah, something's weird about the camera angle, but never mind. Yeah. So how was your guys' Christmas? If you guys would like to share, feel free to put it in the chat. As I said, it was very small, it's very chill. We ate dinner, we watched some movie, and we, you know, prayer and, you know, songs, and we opened some presents, and yeah, it was really nice and just chill and just very low-key, I guess you could say. It was nothing too elaborate. We just just in the house. We all just were together, but that's the good thing. Just together with family, I feel like that was a great blessing. Um, I admit in other years we did more. Like this year we were kind of sick around the holidays, unfortunately. So like we would usually go like downtown where we live. They have like lots of festivities and stuff like that, starting around Thanksgiving, but around Thanksgiving is when we all got sick. So we weren't able to do too much stuff. But I'm very thankful for family and the time that we were able to spend with each other. And yeah, it was very fun and relaxing. Yeah, so Dream Cartographer says, glad you had a good celebration. Oh, thank you. And how did yours go? I did know you told a little bit about yours yesterday. And I'm glad you had a good Christmas brunch as well yesterday, Dream Cartographer. Hello, I had a good Christmas, thankfully. Oh, great. Oh, no, again. All right. So, yeah, while Purple is gone into an ad, yeah, we can talk about, this is usually a World Ember stream. The last couple of streams I have not been making much progress. You're back. Okay, great. Yeah, so what I was going to say was I'm so glad that you had a good Christmas, thankfully. That's great. I am so happy to hear that. Yeah, so if you guys would like to share any details, feel free. If not, we're just going to chill out for just a moment, and we're going to, you know, try to do some more World Ember. The number has been stuck at 7777 for the last couple of days. We haven't gotten much World Ember done, but I'm not worried about it because, yeah, World Ember doesn't end until the year ends. And we only need a little over like 2,000 something words, and I'm not too afraid, and I'm not panicking about it. But yeah, that number is cool, and I'm glad that it's there. But it's time for it to move, so we're gonna try to get some words on the page today. Dream Cartographer and Purple writes often, says, I am extremely exhausted though. Yeah, mine was good, but I'm kind of sleepy too. Yes. Been low energy today. Yeah, it was quite late, so when I woke up I was like, oh man, gonna try to finish this thing, and then I'm going to try to, well, I have to stream, and then after the stream I'm gonna try to finish the thing. Hi everyone, I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, says Beto Zito. Hello Beto Zito, thank you for joining, and I hope you had an amazing Christmas as well. Debating over turning on my lights and doing work. Yeah, I totally get the feeling of that. So I was like, should I stream? Should I like say, you know, no stream today, guys? I really didn't want to say that, because I really wanted to work on the thing because I wanted to come out today, because the day after Christmas isn't too bad, but if it's too long after Christmas, I'm just gonna feel like I need to either wait until next Christmas or like wait until Christmas in July or something like that. We don't want it to come out in January. But I have made significant progress on it, so I am happy with it. And I'm thinking that it should be done tonight at least. And yeah, hopefully you guys will get an update about that. But yeah, Beto Zito, thank you, and I hope you had an amazing Christmas as well. I guess I have more stories to share, but they are older stories. Yeah, it's fine. If you would like me to read your stories live on stream, feel free to redeem the little wisps down there in the chat and click hijack stream story time and let me know what you would like me to read. But if not, no worries. We don't have to read stories every time, but if you want to, feel free to share them. Just please do make sure that they are, you know, at least appropriate. PG-13 is my kind of limit, I guess, but I will skim through it and see, because like during the summer camp there were some things that I was reading. Like I was a judge of an article category, so there were a lot of different You'll be right back? Okay. There are a lot of different, characters in different worlds that have different levels of rating. And I just had to skim through it. So feel free to share whatever, but please don't be offended if I skim through it. You need to get something? Okay. Well, yeah. I had a busy Christmas. I know that Beto, you sent over that short story. I was quite busy yesterday. It was a nice Christmas. It was quite chill, but I was kind of busy still. I will try my best to read that short story soon. If you wanted me to try to read some of it on stream, I can. But if you'd rather me just read it privately, that's great too. And I will try to do that as soon as possible. Right now, let's see what we're doing. We're gonna go over to my world, Ember, and see what You understand you plan to add progress to chapter 1 today. Oh, cool. So you're adding something more to it. Okay, great. Yeah. So if anytime you are, want me to try to read on stream, I can. But if you're adding progress to it, feel free to let me know when you are done with that so that I can, Or unless you want me to read it before you're done with the adding to chapter 1. It's fine. Yeah. But I will try to read it once I'm off the stream if you, and then I have to get to work on my audio drama. But I will try to get some feedback over to you as well. Once again, thank you for sharing. So right now what we are working on with this, World Ember, I've been working on the murder mystery, One Night at Nellendale Mansion. So what we're doing is just getting the rooms and telling what we find in each room. And we've been doing a lot of organization, and most of it is good and uniform now. Perhaps we should add something to the sidebar here. Yeah, section, sidebar. We can add the confidential case file thing. I always put this in the corner, and it just, oh no, what happened? I did not mean to say container. What was that? Okay. Beto, oh, Purple is back. Thank you. You're back? All right. See, so I just put that there for filler, and then I will have to put more words here for filler because I really don't like when the sidebar is longer than the body or vice versa. That's just a pet peeve of mine. It's really not necessary to make them even, but I just want to. So let's clean up these words. Turning on the lights makes me more exhausted. Aw. I am unsure what to work on today. Well, it's okay. Remember, don't stress yourself out. So just think, is there any necessary task you have to do? If there's a necessary task, then perhaps you should work on that. But if you're just trying to see, like, should I write? Should I do this, that? If it's something creative, I would suggest don't force yourself to do it. You might even need a while to just sit down. If you're really exhausted after the holiday, if you don't have to work today, you don't have to do anything, sometimes it's just good to chill out for a second. If you just want to lay down, it's like if you don't have to go to work or something, just chill out for a moment and just, breathe, relax, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just reflect on the day. You said you had a great Christmas, so you can just think about all the good things that happened at your Christmas, and then appreciate the relaxation and calm your body. Because if you just jump right back into it just because, like, just doing it and it's not necessarily a necessity, then you don't want to burn yourself out doing something that is optional. I do have a 60-minute call, and it's in the afternoon. Okay, so great. So what you should do is make sure you calm yourself before that call, because if you kind of try to rush yourself and overwork yourself leading up to the call, it might make the call more stressful for you. So since you don't have anything to do at the moment, I would suggest maybe don't push yourself to do something that you're just feeling exhausted. If you want to take like a 30-minute more snooze, just lay down, relax. I think that would be perfectly fine. And then you can start to get up, get ready, and prepare for your call soon. But just don't stress yourself out. It's okay. It's right after the holiday. So yeah, if you don't have to get up right now, I wouldn't push. Because you need to take care of yourself as well. And if you're feeling tired, then you're feeling tired. Yeah, you should sleep. You've been up all night. That's right. So if you know the call is in the afternoon, just set an alarm and just relax. Because, yeah, you shouldn't feel like you have to do something, you know, if it's not a necessity right now. And since that call is important, that's the thing you have to worry about. So don't stress yourself out and make yourself more tired leading up to that. Since that's the benchmark necessary objective for the day, then leading up to that, just chill out. Give yourself permission to relax. Yes. So yeah, that is because sometimes when you push yourself too hard, it just makes everything more stressful. So I do hope you get some more rest. I still need to wake up and get my butt ready. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling too. But if you want to give yourself a couple of more minutes, feel free to do that. Because, you know, it can also help change your mood. If your mood is, like, then you're just going to feel like that. But if you say, listen, I'm going to get some more rest. I'm going to be okay. All right. Now I'll get up and get ready. Then that extra few minutes might help you feel a little bit better about it. Let's see. So maybe I will sleep. Yes, feel free. Yes, and if you need to leave the stream, feel free to do that. Or if you want to have it up in the background, feel free to do that too. Just make sure you take care of yourself. Get some nice rest. Then most likely I'll be lurking around, and that doesn't work always. What do you mean? Lurking around in the stream, or just lurking around in your life? Because it's okay if you just get a little bit more rest, it's fine. Then once you have to get up, then it's time to get up. But if you're lurking around in stream, yeah, that's okay. That's what I said. You can even leave the stream if you want. That's totally fine. If you have to leave, you have to leave. And if you're getting some rest, I pray you have a blessed and peaceful rest, and that you feel better about your day and you get rested and renewed, and that call in the afternoon goes well for you. So yeah, no worries at all about leaving the stream. I'm listening to the stream and working on the chapter 1 of the short story. Yes, Vito Zito, great. Yeah, that's nice, and I am excited to read it. I am so sorry that I haven't gotten time to come around to read it, but I'm glad that you're adding to it, and now I'll have more to read when I get to it. Probably would be good. Please do not get mad with me. I'm not gonna get mad with you, Purple, at all. That's what I was saying. I am okay. I know it's an incomplete comment. I figured what you were trying to say. But like I said, I always tell everybody, I'm not those kind of streamers who are like, wait, you're here. Stay, please stay. Like, no. I'm always saying, guess what? I know people have lives. They have to go somewhere. They have to do something. Feel free to just leave. I am appreciative to every single person who even watches. Sometimes I see the viewer count goes up and then it goes back down. And that means somebody peeked in, they left. I'm totally fine. That's great. If people stop by and chat, I'm like, oh, you chatted. Thank you. And then if some people come and they they'd say, well, I can't stay, but I'm just saying this. Okay, bye. And I'm like, that's so considerate. So I really don't have a problem with it at all. I appreciate you. You even followed me yesterday, and I'm at 199 followers. One more follower, and I'm at 200 followers. So yeah, you made your contribution to the stream. You chatted, you followed, and I don't mind if you lurk or if you just turn off the stream. I really don't mind. You're good. You're good. Everybody's good. If they are just whatever you choose to do with the stream, I'm totally good. So yeah, like I said, I pray you have a blessed and restful, peaceful rest, and are renewed, and that your call goes well, and that you feel better. Yeah, and I appreciate you trying to be considerate with the stream. But like I said, you come first. Your health comes first. Don't worry about the stream at all. I appreciate you. All right. So yeah, that's a PSA to everybody. If you ever feel like you want to leave and you're like, I don't know, I'm scared to leave because she might get mad. No, I don't get mad when people leave. I'm honored and humbled that you're even here in the first place and that you're watching. Even if you're watching in the future, if you're watching the recorded video of this, I'm still honored. I really, like, who am I? You're just watching me and I'm just sitting here talking. So yeah, that's always, I'm just appreciative of you guys. So don't be worried that I'm gonna get mad. I'm never gonna get mad like that. What? That doesn't even make sense. Alright guys, I need to lurk, sleep, relax, says Purple. Yes, and like I said, I pray you have a blissful rest. Restful rest. And a restoring rest that renews. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You can't type, it's okay. Just put it down. Don't type. Just rest. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. We are just doing some World Ember. Yes. World Ember. Yes, feel free to leave, Purple. It's okay. Like I said, it's okay. Yep, good idea. Loud alarms. I do that too. I used to set alarms and then everybody in the house wakes up but me. And then people are annoyed by me. But yeah, setting alarms, good. A good idea. Alright, I will touch it up later. I'm just trying to bring it down a little bit. I am so picky with this sentence. Sudian is here. Hello. Hi, thank you for stopping by. We're just working on World Ember. My number has been stuck at 7777 for the last couple of days, and I said it's time to actually start typing and get that number going, even though that's a cool number. I am annoyed by this and I feel like I'm not doing it correctly. Oh. I knew I had. Oh, that's wrong. That's not. Okay. Sometimes when it's on the screen, I just feel like everything is spelled wrong. So I like to put it on the other screen. Let's check it now. Alright, that's quite even. Now the sidebar is even with the body of the text, and then these rooms down here. We will have to add art to them soon. But I think this article itself is pretty cool. And that's all we're gonna do with it. Well, unless we could add like a sections, footer sections, full length footer. We can put just like a line, I guess. I don't know if the line's even going to show up because there's no words. Yep, there it is. Yes, the line. And then now we have all the articles under the mansion, which are all the rooms in the mansion. So yeah, that's good. I think this article is great, and I believe that it should be. Let's see if it has enough words to submit. No. Of course it doesn't. How many words? 231. Army of someone's. LOL, says Dream Cartographer with all those emojis. Nice. Yeah, my mom doesn't really watch live streams sometimes, but she sometimes like watches like replays of them on YouTube and stuff. So we were watching some guy, and when people were putting emojis, they were like flashing around the screen, and my mom was wondering what was going on. I was telling her that some people have it where when you use emojis, they interact with the environment, like the overlay. And I was like, wait, maybe I should start doing that. I don't know. But I thought about Dream Cartographer, and I'm like, she's always putting so many emojis in the chat. That would be cool to see on the stream. So I don't know. I think in the new year, I hope to change up my stream setup. It has evolved since the summer camp. It was very modest and weird and small, but to be honest, it's kind of still the same. I've only added some things, but yeah, I think that I might want to do an upgrade and maybe get more overlays and maybe get more cool features. So if you guys want to see something in my streams, please let me know in the chat. That's another thing that I'm going to start doing for the New Year's time. Leading up to New Year's, I'm going to try to make some New Year's resolution things that you can buy with the Wisps. And they're basically, it's not really New Year's resolutions, but it's more like things that you guys would like me to try to do in the new year. I'm not promising anything, but I'm gonna make it where you can purchase with Wisps and tell me a thing that you want me to commit to, commit to trying to do, yes. And then I will see if I could do that on the stream. So like if you say, make a thing in the shop, a new thing in the shop where, because I see some people have like stretch in their shop. Maybe I should have that. So if you guys have any ideas for anything that I should add to my shop or something like that, do know that I'm probably going to have a New Year's plans redeemable Wisp option in the chat for you to hold me to it. But if you want to suggest something right now without paying any Wisps, you can feel free to do that. But I'm just not going to be obligated to do it unless you buy it with the Wisps. But it's not available yet. So just look out for it. Yeah. What was I adding to this article? Oh, I was trying to see if it had enough to be submitted. Chapter 1 progress, Beto Zito update. 466 out of 700 to 900 words. Awesome. Great. All the words are adding to it, and that's nice. So whatever you're able to accomplish, great. Congrats on those words, and congrats on the story as well, because story is very important, even more than just the words, because as the story gets there, you know, and then you see it starts to take form and it's like a story that's a story, you're like, yes. So yes, I'm getting very excited to read it, and much success with the completion of it. I'm going to try to see if I can make this up to 300 words so that I can submit it to a special category. I know that it doesn't make sense. Like I talked about yesterday, I don't think that this will make sense to be submitted to a special category, but I'm just doing it anyway because, like, why not? The worst that can happen is nothing. And then perhaps it will win. I have no idea, but it doesn't make sense to win at all. I will, in the full width footer, say... Which category? Okay, so this one will have to be the building landmark kind of category. So let's go to special categories just so we can see them. So we'll go to the World Ember homepage, and it says the special categories. So there's going to be a building special category. That would just have to be it. I already submitted the intern article to, I think it was tradition special category, because that was the only other not building article that I submitted, because that's the only not building article that I made during World Ember, because all the other articles are the rooms in the mansion. And the only reason why I made the intern for Christmas, I mean, well, I already had an intern for Christmas, but the reason why I made holiday intern gift article is because World Amble's this right here, the Adventure Calendar. It was created tradition of gift giving in your world, and I already had it. I just didn't write about it in that form, so I just wrote it, and then I shared it on social media, and I submitted it to the special category because it had enough words. I didn't do anything else. But yeah, did you guys see the final advent calendar? Let me put it in here. So this was nice. It was a very cute Merry Christmas from the World Anvil team, and then there was a secret big announcement. And when I click it, it says World Building Con 2023? And there's a countdown saying 80 days. And I calculated that that's somewhere in March, around my birthday, like probably March 16th or something. Last time I checked. My math may have been wrong because I did this like at midnight or something. And I was like, what? World Building Con, what? And I tried to calculate the days. But this was weird. And I put my email in because I wanted to learn more about this. A World Building Con. I'm like, okay. So that was a secret fun thing. I remember the last con that World Anvil ran. It was epic, says Zudian. I must not have been around for that. I'm not too new, but I'm relatively new to the World Anvil community, considering that some of the beans have been with them from the start, even before they created the website. And yeah, that's like, it's 5 years old now. So it's surprising. The World Anvil is 5 years old. I've probably been around for like 2 years, maybe. But yeah, it was fun to see it grow, because even though I haven't been around as long as some of you, I have still seen the evolution and how it has evolved and grown, and they've added features and they've done so much, and it's so amazing, and they're just awesome. Like, they at first didn't even have like such a big team. Now they have their team and everything. I remember when it was just Janet and Demetrius, but then they had some people that were still helping them, of course, but not like a formal, this is the World Anvil team. Let's see. Sidian says, okay, they had a 2 to 3 day program of Twitch streams by experts on different things. 2018 was when I joined. Oh, nice. So yeah, much of a senior bean. Yeah. So the Twitch streams. So I would assume this was like, ever heard of Guy Sklanders? Sklanders, the GM? He ran several seminars as part of this. Nice. I probably heard the name before. I will have to look him up as well. But that does sound epic. Lots of different streams and different experts. That is nice, because I do remember, like, there was like Escape Con or something like that, where like lots of escape room people did something like that. They have the little conventions on Twitch and streams and like stuff like that. So that sounds really cool. There's like a mini podcast convention too, like that. Seminars on drawing maps for your world for your D&D campaigns. Nice. So that sounds very interesting. And yes, I put my email in so I can learn more about that, because that sounds cool. And I would love to see what happens. If it's like the Twitch streams like you're saying, or not Twitch, I don't know. They might stream on something else. But yeah, ooh, so cool, Wordy. I wish I had known about the escape room streams. They sound super cool. Yes. So I let me see if I can find it. I only knew about it because of Escape, this podcast, in which I talk about a lot. Bill and Danny, cool. Bill was on the stream one day, on my stream. A couple of days, actually. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna try to find it and see if they're going to do it. I think it's called Escape Con or something. Room Escape Con. I'm not sure. I don't want to link the wrong thing. Yes, Recon. Reality Escape Convention. Yes, this is it. It was Recon. Alright, so, let's see. They had them different years. Here you go, Reality Escape Con. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. There we go. Yes, it was all on Twitch, maybe in 2020, 2019. Agile world building method, creating your meta, etc. That was premiered during that con. Cool. Oh, wow. Nice. Yep, so there's the Reality Escape Con website, and they do it, I don't remember what month they do it in, but they do lots of cool stuff. And like they have different people on, you know, they used to do it in person, but then they started doing it online, of course. And that's why I'm thinking that it probably sounds like yours happened also in 2020, because they probably did it in person. But it makes sense for World Anvil to have done it even before 2020, because they have beans all over the world, and having it in person, they tried to do their first in-person event. They did a cruise or something like that, and they did a tour of the United States. Unfortunately, I was not able to meet them when they came over here. They went to New York. I was not able to go over there. I'm in Michigan. I mean, it's easy for me to go to New York from Michigan, but it just, my schedule and everything, funding and stuff did not permit. But yeah, they've been trying to do more in-person things, but yeah, they're based in Europe, so it makes sense for them to do something online even before COVID. Some of the contributors were in Austria, England, and even Japan. Yes, exactly. So it makes total sense. It could have been 2019. I'm not going to say 2020 just because of COVID, because, like I said, people who are already international and do a lot of stuff online, a lot of stuff didn't really change for them when, you know, COVID happened and people had to revert to online, because there were a lot of people already doing stuff online. So, yeah. That's nice, and I appreciate that the internet is a way to connect people from all over the world, people who you may not have been able to meet if you were relying on them to come in person. So that's very cool, and I will be sure, like I said, I put my email in. I will be looking out for some information on that, because it sounds very cool. And now it sounds even more cool because you told me about what it is, and I'm like, wait, that does sound familiar. So yeah, that kind of convention is cool. Great. Yeah. So that's just a little sneak peek for you guys. Some of the contributors, yep. Oh yeah, I read that already. Okay, I don't know what's happening to my chat. It looked like a new message got sent and it didn't. Oh, it did. Okay. CowCon, Circle of World Builders Con. Yes! Okay, I think I did hear about this, because I do know what the cow is. Circle of World Builders, and there's like Dungeon Fog and stuff is part of them. There's a circle of, you know, people together who are all about world building, all about TTRPGs, all about all that stuff. Moo, says Dream Cartographer. Yes, moo. Excuse me. Ah, my throat. Okay, so yes, looking forward to that indeed, and it's gonna be around my birthday. So that's cool. Till from Dungeon Fog was heavily involved, as was Kaora. Yep, sounds awesome. Yeah, so now I'm vaguely beginning to remember hearing about it. It was probably being talked about like right when I joined, because I did join in 2020, I think. Because yeah, when I did NaNoWriMo, and then my 2019 NaNoWriMo, World Anvil was one of the prizes, so I said, Should I sign up? Yes. So then I signed up in 2020, and that's why I probably heard about the CowCon. Yeah, and then all the stuff went crazy. So yeah, you're right. It had to have been in 2019. That makes sense. Alright, let's see what else. I want to make this a header or something. Nope, not that. It has to be smaller. Perhaps I should put it in a quote box. Ah. All right, so oh, I know. Instead of putting this confidential thing up here, I'm gonna have to put the article block to it's called One Night. One Night? No, Mystery. One Night is the intro. Yep, this is it here. All right, and let's try that. Great, okay. Okay, this is going to become a problem because when I say characters in location, then all of them are going to start saying they're in Nellendale Mansion. So either I should not put characters in location, or I should extend this more because there's going to be more characters in the location. Let's go to articles. And we'll go to, no, not characters. It's going to be under case files. It's going to be under Nellendale Mansion. Party guests. Alright. So let's pull this into a new tab and we're going to just open all of these because all of these will say you will say current location. Yeah, I should put all of them like that so that they can all appear on the page so that you can click them as well. I'm starting to think, should I say Nellendale Mansion or should I just tell what room they're in? But I don't want to tell what room they're in because that might change. Yeah. I'll just say the mansion as in general. If this starts to not work, it will just not work, and then I will know to change it. Constance is already there. Okay, I think that's everybody. And we won't put Brenda and Darius there because if you're playing this game, you are playing as Brenda and Darius, by the way. So, there. Now we will view the article and see what happens. Now suddenly, guess what? There's more people. Characters in location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Should we put Brenda and Darius there? I feel like we shouldn't. Because if you're playing this game, you're playing as them, and it doesn't matter. See, if you go, it'll go to Brenda. And Brenda's not really going to have anything on her article because... And Darius isn't going to have anything on his article either. Except the fact that they're married and... Wait, why does he not have anything listed here? It says ruled locations, and he doesn't have the ruled locations. That's just so weird. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna care about that. I'm just not. That's not part of what we're doing. Beto Zito update 616 out of 700 to 900 words. Awesome. Let's see how many words we have. 289. Right, and we could just get 11 more words, and once we get 11 more words, then it should be able to be submitted to the category. What can we add? Let's look at this article. Yes, we have to add something here because now it's not even anymore. I have below 2 times. That makes no sense. See, this is what happens. Sections. Footer sections. Listed below. Select an article below. Don't say below 2 times. Great job, says Dream Cartographer. I was planning to be around 12 to 1400 words, but 7 to 900 words. Each chapter fits the story narrative. Short story narrative. Yes, of course. Like I said, quality over quantity. If you want to hit that many words, but you're like, this chapter can end right now, it's totally fine. Just end it right now. It's okay. And not every chapter has to have the same amount of words. That's another thing. I've read books where the first chapter is like 10 pages, and then the second chapter is like 5 pages, and then third chapter is like 20 pages. It's like, it doesn't matter. Whatever works best for your story. They don't have to have the exact uniform word count unless you're trying to do that and intentionally. But it really doesn't matter. As long as each chapter tells a comprehensive story, beginning, middle, end, and it works to the overall story arc, then I think it's considered a good chapter. I should put this... Maybe I should put this in the content view. And then it will be up here. I don't like that at all. Let's just delete this whole tip. That doesn't make sense. It's obvious that you can do that. We just have to talk more about the mansion. Let's go. What can we say about it? All right, CDN is lurking. Have a nice time. Whatever you're working on, God bless and much success. Tiberian64 is here. Merry Christmas, says Tiberian64. Merry Christmas. I pray you had an awesomely blessed holiday. How are you today? Love the sound of your keyboard. Yes, I love that too. That's why I'm like, I literally just use this keyboard. My brother also, actually. My brother Wild Zoo Guy got this cool red keyboard from the resale shop, actually. And it's really cool. And I've been using it because I like the sound. Like, on my laptop, it doesn't make that sound. So I have my laptop up there, and then I have this right here, and then I have it next to my microphone so you can hear it. I love that kind of thing. Yeah, and the funny thing about this is when I got this keyboard, shout out to Wild Zoo Guy, but I said, this is so cool, and he got it because it's red, and red is my favorite color. But when I looked at it, it has this, so when I realized, by the time I decided to actually start using it, which was back in, I think, for NaNoWriMo, I was using it, I said, oh no, and the keys were A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I said, what? I said, huh? And they were in order of the alphabet. And I said, okay, that's weird. I didn't notice until now. And I think he got it for me probably in the summer, either last year. And I never used it until now because I was like, for NaNoWriMo, I'm going to have the little like that. But then I said, this is like just the ABCs. So then I realized there's a button here. So there's a button that says ABC. So it's called a fast finger. So I don't know if this was like for like kids or something, so that they can have the alphabets in the correct order instead of the QWERTY keyboard, QWERTY kind of keyboard. But before I noticed that button, I plucked all of the keys out and put them in the right order because I didn't like that ABC thing. And I was going to ask Wild Zoo Guy, because I know that he's good at tech and stuff like that. I'm like, can you kind of solder the board to do it right and not type ABC? But before I could ask him, I realized there was an ABC button. So you can turn the mode off. And that's why I said, okay, great. I turned the mode off, I plucked the keys out, I put them in the right order, and I'm using the keyboard. But sometimes I forget to turn the mode off, so when I'm typing, it's just like, I'm like, wait, what? Why is it, what? I'm like, oh wait, it's on ABC mode. It's not, it's not doing the right thing. But that was so funny when I realized, like, I had this keyboard for a while, it was just sitting in the corner, and I never realized that it was in the alphabet order until I went to use it, and I was like, wait, something's wrong with this. And that's so funny, because we get used to the QWERTY. And I used to think, like, why would you even put the letters right there? I don't know, the person who invented the keyboard, who, like, put them like that when, like, for the typewriter or whatever, I was always confused, like, why is it like that? But you can't undo it now. We know that's how it is. So when you put your fingers on there, you muscle memory goes for it. You're not thinking ABC anymore. So yeah, that was just a hilarious thing that happened. But I'm glad that it has the mode to turn on and off so that I can use it, because I love that sound. I still can't touch type. It's okay. It takes practice, and it takes, like, repeated. I remember, like, I used to take the typing tutor class, a CD-ROM thing, and we would just go over them and just ASDFJK, ASDFJKL, ASDFJKL, semicolon, this, that. I was like, whoa, okay. So it just got instilled. But yeah, it's never, it's not really even a necessity anymore, especially when you're on the phone and you have autocorrect, auto completion, and you just type the word. When you're typing the word, then it knows what you're gonna say, and you just type it. So, yeah, it's funny, but that's totally fine. Jumping Up and Down is here. Hello, beautiful people. So Jumping Up and Down. Hello, and thank you so much for joining. Tiberian says, I'm doing first edit of new book, more than halfway through. Awesome. Toying with changing to first person. Ah, that's what happened to mine as well. Like I told you guys with Secret Agent Someone's origin story books. At first, I wanted it in first person. And then I said, no, he wouldn't do this. And then I wrote it in third person. And then I rewrote it back in first person. It is full on Christmas. Yes, we celebrated yesterday, but we have the decorations still up. They've been up all month, and I don't plan on taking them down, but we can add some New Year's decorations soon. But it's still Christmas for now. Dream Cartographer says, I don't use autocorrect. Well, that's okay. My mom doesn't use autocorrect either. Sometimes I turn autocorrect off personally because sometimes it just doesn't do what I want it. Like, it's trying to help and sometimes it just doesn't help. Sometimes it's better to just type it yourself than have the computer try to type it and then mess everything up. And it's way more work going back to it and trying to fix it than to just initially do it yourself. Alright, we are working on World Ember and this murder mystery here. Oh, I've reached the word count. So what I can do is, since I'm like I say to everyone, quality over quantity. If I'm just putting filler and it means nothing, yeah, I'm gonna try not to do too much filler like that because it's like boring. Why are we doing this? Why are we typing this? This is not necessary. I just had to get to the 300 words. But now I'm gonna try to space out the paragraphs, maybe? Ah, that didn't work. I should have left the extra space there, probably. Alright, that should be better. Almost. What can I do? Maybe if I have a drop cap here, it will shift things down. Where's the drop cap? I thought there was a drop cap thing I could use. Oh, Dream Cartographer says, pause, there's an ad. Oh, no, she doesn't. Okay, that was from yesterday. Let's catch up on the chat. Yes, we celebrate second Christmas Day. Yes. Merry Christmas. When you went from third to first, did you have any scenes where the narrator couldn't be there? How did you deal with that? Okay, so basically, the thing about this is, that's another thing. When you're doing first person, unless it's like past tense, the narrator can't tell something that they didn't know in the time. Thankfully, this is past tense. So, are you doing first person present tense? That's going to be a little bit more challenging. If it's first person past tense, it can be like, well, back then I didn't know this. And you have that knowledge now because you know now something that you didn't know in the moment. But if it's something the character still doesn't know because they couldn't have seen that, I would need an example of what kind of scene you're talking about. Because one of the things is mine was still kind of like a biographical type where it was focusing on one person and their backstory. So even though it was being narrated by somebody else, it was still about that person. So there wasn't really too much that the person didn't know. And when they didn't know something, yeah, so there's a couple of scenes that I can think of that I couldn't show fully. So spoilers, slight spoilers, but it's not really spoilers because I'm not going to tell you too much. But there is a scene where the character wakes up in the middle of the night and hears something, and they don't know what's going on. So I couldn't tell what was happening there because they didn't know, and they still don't know exactly what was happening. If I was doing it in third person, I would be able to show the people in the other room that are talking that made the noise and what was happening there and show more clearly. But since he could not see that, I made it where he woke up and he said, "What was that?" And he kind of speculated about it, and he said he heard muffled voices. He didn't know what was going on, and I kind of just went into his head and made him tell what he kind of thought maybe was happening, but it was not clear. So yeah, I totally understand that point, but some scenes you're just going to have to deal with not putting fully in there. If it's something that is so important for the reader to know, just let me know what it is, and I can try to find a way to work that in, maybe. But some of the scenes, just know that even if you're like, this was an awesome scene, I want it to be in here. Well, guess what? Bonus content. Just make that bonus content. Make that a side story that you can hear about or read about at a later time and say, oh, that's what was happening at this moment. But in the book itself, since realistically the character could not have known, then you just can't put it there. That's the flaw. That's the one of the cons of doing first person. But I like first person. Some people say they're annoyed by reading first person. I like first person. But yeah, it is limited. Unless the first person, like I said, can remember and say, well, at the time I didn't know this, but this is what was happening here. But if they're still not in a position to do that, then yeah, you're just gonna have to unfortunately be okay with deleting some of the scenes unless there's some kind of way to work it in. DLC? Not sure what that stands for. Sir Locke is first person, but not the main character. Of course. I really enjoy third and first person stories, says Beto. Yes, me too. I like a lot of the different styles of writing. sometimes I know that some people say some of them are hard to get with. It does take getting used to, especially when you're reading a new person who's writing and they're writing in a unique style. But after a while, I'm like, well, I kind of see how they write now. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, so Sir Locke, of course, I have it right here, guys. I still have not cracked it open, but I am looking forward to hearing Bob Pfeiffer read it, because I love to listen to it, because sometimes I'm too busy to actually read it. But still, like I said, I mean, like Tiberian was saying, this is first person, of course, but the thing is, it is being told by not the main character, as we would say, is Sherlock Holmes or Sir Locke the Gnome. It's being told by Watson, which is technically not the main character, because the story is not centered around him, but he is an essential character nevertheless. I'm recording Calliope today! So excited! Oh, nice! Dream Cartographer says that was a video game joke about making the bonus content DLC. Oh, okay. Downloadable content. Yes, exactly. Yes, I do that too. Like I said, I have so many different kind of stories, and there's, like, I've done poems, short stories, first person, second person, third person, this, that, this. And then I just publish them as short stories, because if a novel was skipping around like that, the person would put the book down. They would throw the book out the window, because that's not how you're supposed to write a novel. It's supposed to be consistent. But how I like to do is, you know, just short stories. So it can go from being in this person's view to this person's view. And it's okay, because these are technically two different stories, but they're just connected in the same universe. And I guess that's just how I cope with not getting the project fully together, because sometimes when I try to do that, I'm like, wait, well, how will I focus on this part now? It's challenging. Let's just make it a short story and be done with it. But I'm trying to get better with that too, because I do understand that not everything can be a short story, and making the full novel is nice, and that's something that I do aspire to do. But Tiberian64 is trying to record his voice as being one of the characters in one of the chapters of his audiobook, which is about Sir Locke the Gnome. And yeah, if you guys please do check it out. I think I have the link somewhere. I'm trying to find the link. Sorry, guys. There it is. Okay, so this is for the paperback version. The paperback. Why did I say paperback? Paperback. It technically is a paper book, though. But yeah, that is for the paperback version of the book. But the audio book is not out yet. But stay tuned for it. Look out for it, because I am looking out for it. I heard a sample of it, and it's awesome. And I love that feeling when you send something out to be voiced by a voice actor, and then you get it back, and you're just like, oh, it sounds so good. And that's just so cool. So yeah, feel free to check that out. Please do get the paperback. I have my own. And also stay tuned for the audiobook, because yeah, the audiobook is great and convenient, and it sounds great. Bob does a great job with voicing the different characters, and as the author will make a surprise cameo. So yeah, cool. Oh, no problem about this shout out. I don't really even know how to do the little shout out thing. I think that I need to program Handsome Co-host to be able to exclamation point shout or whatever, but I didn't program him to do that, so I just manually do it. But I'm glad that you appreciate it. Do you have a preview stream starting soon scene? What does that mean? Preview scene. Are you saying that you're about to stream starting soon? Or are you saying me? I'm not sure. What do you mean? Are you saying a preview scene of my book? Maybe that's what you're talking about. I can see if I can get a preview of the book, if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what the stream starting soon was meaning. But yeah, we can try to listen to some of the book. Let's see. On your stream, do you have a scene on Twitch that shows starting soon? Oh, that's what you're asking. So I do have an intro where Handsome Co-Host is standing there talking to, yes. I do have an intro where Handsome Co-Host is standing there saying, the stream will be starting soon. And I can show it really quickly if you guys want to see it. It's going to be a bit confusing. Alright, I will be right back, okay? This is how my intro is. Alright, so that was a kind of a sample of it. I change it for the different seasons. So it was different for NaNoWriMo, and then I have like a thing showing all the streams that I plan to do in that month and stuff like that. Handsome Co-Host talks to people. Can I have the sample of my audiobook playing instead of the music? Are you asking that you want me to do that instead? Or you're asking, like, is it possible to do it? Like, if you want to do that. Yes, if you would like to do that, that is possible. So all I'm doing is I'm using Twitch Studio to stream. If you are using, I'm not sure what you were using for your stream. But yeah, you can change whatever audio is going on. If you like me to do a Zoom call with you and show you around how to, you know, add music to your intro and stuff like that, I will gladly help you out. Yeah, because yeah, it's very customizable. You can just go to the scene and you can change what audio is playing behind the picture or whatever you're deciding to show. If you're showing a video, if you have several different elements on the screen, as I do, you can choose what each of those elements are, and you can choose what music is playing in the background. You can choose it to loop, you can have it not loop, all kinds of things. But I would suggest that it's a suggestion for me to share my audiobook sample. Well, thank you for the suggestion. But yeah, for now, I am just using music as, you know, as we're getting ready for the stream. Sometimes I play samples on my stream. Yes. But yeah, it's not really like an ad for my audiobook. The stream is just like, a lot of times it's for like different holidays, different events. I am just, you know, like the music is in tune with the whatever's going on, and then like the intro is whatever's going on, and co-host is talking to you guys. So having an audiobook playing while co-host is talking will be a little bit confusing, because like the speech bubble will be saying one thing and then you're just hearing people talking, and you come in on the stream and you are confused, like, wait, what's going on? Like, personally, I just wouldn't do that, but that is a good suggestion. Thank you for it. But yeah, I would probably rather not do that. But I do have I have on stream played samples before, and I was planning on playing the Intern for Christmas episode. It's not actually ready yet, but I should probably end the stream soon so that I can work on it, because it's horrible that it's not ready yet and it's already the day after Christmas. But like I said, some cultures, they start Christmas on Christmas and then they have the 12 days of Christmas and it ends in January. So that is okay to do. and I'm just gonna not care as long as it's before New Year's. I think that I should be able to get this episode out, and people probably will still watch it even though it's a day after Christmas. So yeah, I am glad about this article here. But what is it? We still didn't... Oh, I know. Maybe putting the map into a quote box will help to pad the area. Yeah, that's good. Putting it into a quote box made it good. And it extended down almost to where it's supposed to be. And then we'll just do this. Speaking of samples, says Dream Cartographer, Dream Cartographer has redeemed Someone Say Something. Okay. I will pause the music because someone needs to say something. And then you guys need to hear someone say something. So yeah. Dream Cartographer has redeemed Someone Say Something. If you are unfamiliar, that means that someone, voiced by John McNally, will appear on the stream and say something. Let me just neaten this article up, and then I will submit it to the special category because I think I think it's good now. Beto Zito says, I am finished with chapter 1. It has exactly 1,000 words. Congratulations. Yeah. And let's see. Co-host is dancing, robo-dancing in his party pants. Let's submit to the special building category. Alrighty, now we will go and find someone. So he will say something. What can he say?
Oh, that! That little thing?
Okay, there we go. Someone said something. So thank you again to Dream Cartographer for redeeming that. And we'll turn the music back on for now, I guess. Let me know if the music is too low or too loud. So yeah, that was someone else would sing a random thing because that's what Dream Cartographer redeemed. If you would like to redeem things, be sure to look under the chat at the little wisp symbols and you can buy different things, hijack the stream, and make things happen. This is good. I'm at 7943. I got sus, says Dream Cartographer. Yeah, so that scene that's from is funny, and it's not a scene that is currently public. But yeah, if you would like to know about it, just let me know. Yes, so this is 7,943 words completed. That's pretty good considering, and I accomplished much. I formatted that first article and I submitted it to the special category. So I think that's a good progress that I made. Okay, yeah, and I also put lots of people in the mansion so that they can all be in one area to talk to. Yep. I think I'm quite proud of the formatting of this article. Think it's cool. And yeah, even though we didn't get too many more words, we at least got some progress done. Let's see what else we need to do. What were we doing? Yeah, if we go to this, working on this, the words will not contribute to World Ember, so I'm not going to work on that. We do have to get the art for these articles. Hopefully we will be able to finish up the word count soon so that we can work on the art before World Ember ends, which is in about 5 days now, from at least in my time zone. And yeah, so I think that we will probably try to end the stream here, because hopefully if I end the stream here, we will be able to have the Intern for Christmas episode debut tonight maybe. I don't know. Hopefully I can get things done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for, you know, hanging out in the chat, redeeming wisps, for all the suggestions, for, you know, helping me out. And I'm glad that you guys had a wonderful holiday. And thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. Please do remember that tomorrow I plan to stream as well. I might stream again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, but I'm supposed to stream 7 p.m. Eastern Time for, you know, my regular schedule, my December schedule. But the thing about that is, I want to, if I get the Intern for Christmas article together, I mean, not article, but full movie, I'll call it full movie. If I get the Intern for Christmas full movie together, you know, I will try to stream again in the morning tomorrow at 7 a.m. We will sit back, we will listen to it, and we will talk about it and have fun. And then we'll do it again in the evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, please do know, if it's not done, I will not be streaming in the morning. I will have to just wait until the evening to do it. But hopefully, if I get off right now and I work on it, it should be done, hopefully. So that's the prayer, at least. We'll see what happens. Everybody's saying, thanks for the stream, really chill. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by, chatting, and bringing a smile to my face. Thank you so much. So let's see who's streaming now so we can rate somebody. I see the RPG Dinosaur Bob is streaming. I do also see the Tiger Rights is streaming. I don't remember rating them before. Maybe we should raid the Tiger Rights. So, thank you guys so much again for everything. I pray you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Happy time zone to you, and much success with all your projects. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and much love. God bless, much success, and we are going to be raiding the Tiger Rights. So we'll see. They're doing writing. We'll see what's going on there. But if you guys want to jet out, feel free. If you want to stick around, win some more wisps that you can use to hijack the stream later, feel free to stay at least for a couple of seconds after I raid so that you can get those wisps. So thanks so much again, and have a blessed one. Bye. And hopefully we will be streaming again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Hopefully. If not, it will be 7 p.m. All right. See ya.